Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to talk to you about a program called Tarot Your Love Story for February 2019. And this is for you coming from Aquarius. And so I'm going to shuffle these cards. And the first card, before that, I'd like to give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com. andyhoro9 @gmail.com. Now I'm going to talk to you about your first 15 days of February, and it's going to do talking to you about a new romance that you might find if you're looking for one. And if you do find a new romance, it's going to be a very good one who might even help you in many areas of your life, the card says. Could be a friendship that might turn into a new romance, or a romance that might turn into a good friendship as well. So when you meet somebody who's showing interest in you in the form of romance, or you showing interest, go right ahead. I would say there's going to be a lot of benefit. Now about your ongoing romance, if you have one, let's see what the card says. And as you can see, it's a card of peace and harmony. And so peace and harmony is seen very much for your ongoing romance. So it's a time in the first 15 days to discuss what you want and to make your romance into turning into a long-term thing like marriage maybe. So a good card for you. Now about your marriage, let's see how your first 15 days talk to you about your marriage. Alright, I would say that it's a good enough card, except that you coming from Aquarius, there's some form of arrogance shown on this card. The sign of the sun is shown here. So that I always spell out as being arrogant. Either you're going to be arrogant, or either your partner is going to be arrogant. So tell yourself that your marriage partner, try to be flexible, don't show arrogance, try to be appreciative, and this card will then be under control. Okay, so it's a good card in the sense, but watch out, either arrogance may come from you or come from your marriage partner. Now I'm going to move to the last 13 days of February, and I'm going to tackle your chances of finding a new romance for you. Well, this is a so-so card. It says if you find a new romance, this person may come with many forms of secrecy or bad habits. So don't dive into the new romance in the last 13 days if you find it. Think carefully, find out about this person, because there seems to be something not very good. Now what about if your ongoing romance that you may have last 13 days? It's a much better card, much better card. Except again, I would worry that either you or your ongoing romance partner is not discussing something very sensitive. And maybe in a way perhaps you shouldn't, because this card can have problems or disagreements. But overall it's a card that shows stability will be the winner. So go right ahead and discuss what may be sensitive in the last 13 days, and you'll be able to handle it quite well. Your ongoing romance, that was. Now about your marriage for the last 13 days. And you coming from Aquarius, it's a good enough card to say that little issues may trouble you, but overall there's continuity and there's an understanding and there's happiness. So no problem. Something about making a journey or travel may bring differences of opinion between you and your marriage partner. Either something to do with travel or a journey. So try and be flexible, and you'll have a good enough last 13 days. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky ages. There'll be some people from Aquarius who will be very, very lucky in the month of February. And these people, I would say, would be coming from the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76. If you happen to be of these ages, you're going to be one very lucky person. You from Aquarius, very lucky person in the month of February. Exceptional good luck is shown. If you're not of these ages, you'll have to have a 90-minute session with me, which will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms to know your next 7 or 8 years. I'll talk to you more about that later. Now about your marriage. Your last 13 days about your marriage, you coming from Aquarius. Well, it's a good enough card. I would say there's enough stability. There can be some awkward provocation, some differences of opinion. Try to take it easy. And I would say that you'll get your last 13 days, apart from the provocation bit, which may lead to arguments. Apart from that, it should be a good enough last 13 days for you. Now your lucky colors. Your lucky colors that I'm going to choose for you coming up from Aquarius would be the colors of the universe, which means the color light blue. So light blue is going to be an extremely lucky color for you. Wear plenty of light blue in the month of February to get all the luck for romance or marriage capabilities and happiness. Now I want to talk to you about a lucky direction. Why lucky direction? Because 9 planets are all around Earth. So when you look at north, south, east or west, you'll be looking at one planet or another. So for the month of February, to be inspired and attract all the love situations which are good for you in marriage or romance, I would say you should face north. Face north and you're going to find plenty of harmony, plenty of inspiration, and your aura will be all out helping you, whether in romance or marriage areas. Now I want to speak to you about a zodiac sign that may cause problems for you in the month of February. Who might this person be? And when I look for the zodiac signs, it's going to be somebody from Libra. So somebody from Libra is going to cause a lot of tension. And if it's your marriage partner or your ongoing romance partner or your new romance found coming from Libra, tell yourself, there's going to be a lot of differences of opinion and trouble. And you listening to me must be flexible to keep the peace. So somebody from Libra is going to cause you a lot of problems. Now, who can you form an attachment to? Somebody who might be interested in you in the month of February. And I would make this card to represent Aries. So somebody from Aries is very happy to know you, or is it you very happy to know somebody from Aries? Apply that to your new romance, and if your ongoing romance partner or your marriage partner is from Aries, there's going to be pretty much good harmony for you, at least for the month of February. Okay, so it's somebody from Aries that you may meet who may give you a lot of good time. Well, that's what I have to tell you. Now for this 90-minute session, I'm charging USD 50, and it's going to be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. With all this information, I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, give you plenty of information about your job, business, finances, your health, and of course your love story. And I will give you the information of your lucky lottery numbers and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and a lot of information. And so with all this, you'll be able to have a month of February, or more than that, your next 7, 8 or 9 years to be perfectly do for you, and all that will just cost you USD 50. So I've given you my email address, andyhoro9@gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.